All right, welcome everybody. We're now going to be making our character. We're going to be able to make it have gravity. We're going to be making it able to be controlled by the keys, and we're going to be making it so that it'll be spawned in a particular location. So that's all good. We'll also make the camera follow the character so that as we play the game, as the character moves through the tile map, we'll explore kind of deeper into the tile map as opposed to the character just being trapped within the screen. We'll be able to have a larger screen than is what's shown inside of our simulator. So let's get started. First of all this code is inside of this create hero function. I like to break my code into functions because it organizes it so much more, and then you're left able to find bugs a lot faster. So I have this function called create hero sprite. This is what it is. This is a lot of the code. So let me explain what happens here. In our first line of code here, pretty straightforward. I think you've seen this a lot before. We're just going to make a sprite. We're going to give it a name, a variable name, and we're going to put a design on it, and we can choose the kind. So I'm just going to choose kind player. The second part, this is important. This is what gives it gravity. So I'm setting the character sprites acceleration in the Y direction to 300. That means it's going to be constantly pulled down. The Y direction is vertical, right? And positive means to go down in MakeCode. So that's going to constantly be pulling us down. Changing this number will change the strength of gravity, so you can make it more like moon gravity, if it was 100, or you could have like even stronger gravity if you make it higher than 300, but 300 is a good place to start. This block is a little bit hard to find. If you look inside of the sprites drawer, the default look to this block is this right here, this one. You can see that it's set my sprite X to a particular number, but if you click that drop down list, you'll find acceleration in there. All right. Next, we have the move sprite with velocity here with buttons. And so that's what allows our D-pad or WASD or arrow keys to kind of control our character's movement. But if you just drop this block in, it's not quite done yet. You still need to make an extra change. So open up this plus sign, and what you want to do is change the VY to 0. VX basically is going to be how fast your character moves. So you can change this to a smaller or bigger number depending on how fast you want your character to go. But you need to set VY to 0 because otherwise, when you're moving left and right, you're going to cancel the character's gravity. And that's going to look kind of silly. You can set it to 100 for like a top-down game or like our scroller games because we're able to move up and down and left and right freely, but we only want to be able to move up and down when we jump. So that's why we're going to not control VY at all. So that's important for our platformer game. So in addition to that, we are also going to make the camera follow the sprite, and we're going to position the sprite at the beginning of the game. These are available in the scene scene drawer, so you can take a look and find those in there. Camera follow sprite's pretty straightforward. Just locks that camera onto the sprite as it moves, so we follow the character through the platforming level. And then this one's a little bit trickier. We're placing the sprite on top of a random, and then we can choose a particular tile. And it says random, so don't let that throw you too much. I've just designed my map to have one spawn location. I've drawn this myself. So in my tile map, you could just choose a random tile, or you could go and make your own. If you click on my tiles, you can sort of edit your own tiles. And I've just chosen this one, and you can see that there's just one of them in there. I mean, I'm drawing them right now. Here it is. So if I choose a random one of these, well, I'll always choose that one. So it's a kind of a fast way to just go to the spawn location. And if you wanted to make it have multiple spawn locations, or it's sort of random where you start, kind of like in Brawl Stars, where you have different locations, you never know which one you're going to start in when you start a game. I guess it depends on the game. I'm thinking solo or something, solo showdown. Then you could actually put multiple ones in there, and that would be kind of fun. So that's fun. Last but not least, though, we can't jump yet until we have some code for jumping. So I'll show you my jumping code. Here it is. Check it out. This is going to replace the simplified, gravity jump from the tutorial. If you use that, so this is better. You can, choose what key you want to jump with. I'm going to use the up key, And basically, it's an if statement to check to see if I'm touching a wall underneath me. That's why it says if my sprite hitting wall on the bottom. So if it's got a wall underneath of it, then we can jump. And so this is just going to set the y velocity to a negative number to go up. And then the acceleration will pull us back down again. So we get that nice natural gravity jump. This does not let you jump if you're not touching a wall underneath of you. So it doesn't allow for wall jumps, and it does not allow for double jumps, but you could probably innovate on top of this code if you wanted to create those features, which would be pretty fun. I think those would be neat features to include, maybe unlocking with a power-up or something. Okay, folks. There it is. That's our character. Once you got that going on, then our character is able to jump and run and do all the fun things. And I think you'll have a good time making that. And once you're done, you'll actually have a character, a level that you can explore. So lots of good things are going on with your project. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll take a look in the next video to make our platforming kind of engine into an actual game. Thank you.